Hi everyone, welcome to Beadinkrazy Custom Creations. I'm Miss Frances, and this is a start over. I had to delete the first part of it because I forgot to go check my sound again, and it was horrible. So, we're starting over. I got a dragon mold, a little baby dragon that's sitting on the moon. Now I've colored him in chrome powder blue and some chrome gold. I don't know what I'm going to do. I was thinking about doing the moon in holographic silver, but I don't know about all these little holes in the moon. I mean, I'm not sure what color I want to make them. A different color, because, you know, kind of want them to stand out. So let me do those in something, and then we'll figure out. Alright, what color do I want to do them in? Dang it. I'd like to do the moon in a yellow color. I just don't know if it'd show up. Every time I use that yellow, it shows up funky. But I'm going to pour it in white, so it might be okay. I don't know. I think it's going to be silver. I'm going to use, I think I used the extra fine. I don't know. And I see where I wiped some blue off there that I shouldn't have. Doggone it. Doggone it. Let me get you down. You can't even hardly see what I'm doing here. I watched Miss Wanda's video yesterday when I went upstairs, showing off her new apartment. Pretty nice. Doesn't surprise me that they want such a deposit for pets. That's it's one of the reasons why it stops me from thinking about it. You know, the older I get, the less maintenance it would be if I didn't have a house and I could just move into an apartment. But I'm thinking taking my dogs with me would probably not work. So, I don't know. I mean, I've thought about it several times. Selling my house and living in an apartment. Of course, my best friend wants me to move up there. Which, yeah. I don't know. When I was a kid, I loved living in the country. I did. I loved it. Because I was an outside kid. I spent a lot of my time outside. Playing and, exploring and stuff like that. Now, I'm not so sure that I could do it. Because honestly, I think that I would have to. What color do we want to make those? I'm going to try some yellow from Torginol. Well, I think it's called Banana. So far, I've not got this to show up very well. I mean, it shows up if you're pouring, but since I want to pour these in white, I think it should be fine, I hope. So I'm going to do the dots of the moon in this yellow, I think. And we'll see what happens. I mean, whatever happens, happens. I mean, I don't know if they'll even show. I've used this before. I've used it on a lot. Well, actually, when I first started doing resin, this is the pigment powder that I used on everything I made. Because I didn't know about any other pigment powder, and I could get this from work. I could pick out the colors I wanted from work and purchase them and be done. Oh, what is that? It's little Paul. You missed it. Doggone it. I sure did. I sure did miss it. Yeah, I did. I have to go back and color that because I missed it. We'll see. I mean, this may just blend right in with the silver. I don't know. We'll see. Yep, there's one right there I missed. Doggone it. Alright, let's go back and finish the paw that I missed. Oops, knocked my timer off. Alright, so I need to get his, where was it? Seen it. Where does, right there, I guess. I don't really see the, yeah, I barely see the claws on it, but I'll do the tops of them gold. And then finish the rest of it in the blue. Yeah, I didn't see it. It was pretty well hidden in there. Alright. There we go with that. Yeah. Kinda need to wipe those off a little bit. I mean, I went a little crazy there. Thought if I colored them good, they would show more, but I don't know how well they're going to show to begin with. We'll see. And I got my other one there, which is, I'm pretty sure it's an ugly pumpkin. That one came from Amazon. This one's from Temu. I don't know how I managed to get this one first, but I did. I haven't gotten any of the others yet. Alright. Best I can do is try and get this extra color off. Alright. So we'll clean our brush. And we'll brush the rest of that in holographic. There, dang it. Sorry, you're up in the air again. I don't know what happened here. Alright, so we're going to use holographic here. I see some other spots I missed, but you know what? It is what it is. Make me a silver moon here. Do some polyurethane. That way I can get this video up, and that makes me happy. I've been pretty good this week. I did not do Monday, but yeah, Mondays are Mondays for me. I like to do what I need to do upstairs, like housework or whatever, on Mondays. So I don't usually do a video on Mondays. Shoot, there's another piece of a paw I missed. I'll have to go back and fix that too, because I just doused it with silver. That's how I seen it, because I sure didn't see it before I doused it with the silver. Doggone it. Yeah, well, I'll go back and fix it. There's some more dots down in there. I'm not gonna go after them, because I'm not sure how well the yellow's gonna show anyway, so I'm gonna leave it like it is for now. Trying to make sure I get down in the creases. Trying not to touch it, but kind of hard not to. Trying to hold on to it and get the silver everywhere I need it to go. Yeah, like right there, because that's right where the tail ends. Alright, let me clean that paw and do it, and then I'll have that one done. Since I filled it with silver. Let me get it cleaned out. Alright. What did I do? There's my gold. And I'm going to have to add some more blue. Just to finish that one. Alright, we're going to call that one good. Fold it back without getting my fingers all over it. And we will wipe the top. We're going to use, I have a little bit of white polyurethane left, so that's the color we're going to use on that. Now, the pumpkin guy. All right. We're going to use some. Sorry, I can't. I got a bunch all over my mat here that I hate wasting. We'll do his face in holographic for sure. Assuming this is his eyes. I had some orange up there. Torginol pigments also. I've yet to hear anything from the guys. I should have asked them about that the other day when I was down there. And ask them if they figured out, got me a code for Torginol, but I wonder if I want to do his ears too. He's got ears over here. I'm thinking maybe I should do the ears. I'm assuming they're ears. I could be wrong. I could be totally wrong. All right. Kind of went over his nose just a little bit. I mean, I'm not sure. That could be part of his nose too. Doggone it, it probably was. Okay, what do I want to do? Looks like he's got some sort of stitching on his head. So, let's see. What color do I want to do that in? Let's try some chrome red on that. And then I'll get the orange out from Torginol and use the orange for the pumpkin. I'm pretty sure it's supposed to be a skeleton, scary face pumpkin. Okay, so let's do red on the stitching. Not all over it, okay. Dang it. I'm sorry, y'all know me by Francis, but my middle name is Kay, and I never went by Francis till after my mom passed. Once my mom passed, and everybody started. My boss started it actually, because he was upset because he didn't know what my first name. Well, he hired me. Should have known what my first name was, but he didn't, and he never called me by my first name until he heard the other salesman, which was my buddy. He always called me Francis instead of calling me Kay. And he was pretty much the only one that called me Francis. Really. I mean, my boss didn't at first. And then when he thought he thought he was really getting to me by calling me Francis, and I just kind of I just kind of let him know, dude. I'm. When I was a kid, I really didn't like the name. You know, kids are mean. Kids love to tease, and if they can find something that really gets under your skin, they will keep teasing you about it. So, at the time, it was like Francis the Talking Mule. That's what it was. And I hated that show. But that's what the kids tease me about. That's why I didn't go by Francis. It wasn't because I didn't like the name, because it was my mom's name. So I didn't mind going by that name, but I actually didn't start using it for anything else until my mom passed. Because my mom was Franny to everybody. I mean, that was what everybody called her. And so I didn't use it. I don't really know what that's supposed to be in the back. Not really. Alright, well, we're going to do it in red, whatever it is. Guess we'll find out when we pour it. I have no clue. Could be bones. I'm not sure what it's supposed to be. I see Deland has Johnny's lathe craft on tonight. Okay, yeah, I got some red there that I didn't want. Thinking about, I'm wondering whether I should put some red around his mouth. I'm thinking I will. Might ought to put it in some other spots too, but sorry, I forgot to turn my sound off on my phone. And them silly ring notifications. It. Stops bladdering. All right. I can't tell what the rest of that is. Looks like it could be hair, maybe? I don't know. We're just going to do it in the colors I chose, and we'll see. I may do it differently the next time. I don't know right now what it's going to be, so we're just going to get the orange out and use the orange. I don't think I have any orange glow in the dark. And anyway, if you're using doggone it, getting hair there. If you're using polyurethane, it's kind of hard to, I mean, sometimes it'll color. God bless it. It must be shedding hair. I do like their pigments. I just, they're not quite as bright as I would like for them to be. And there's a lot of other pigments that aren't that way either. So, I mean, it is what it is. That's why I don't care. I can get more of this, so I can use the overabundance of it. I can always buy more. I hope I have enough to do both. Yeah. I would show y'all what I'm working on upstairs, but I just don't think I don't know that it would make a very good video. I have a full-size quilt that, I'm embroidering on upstairs. But I just don't think, I really don't think it'd make a very good video. I have brought it and showed it to people on my live, showed them what I was working on, and some people did really want to see it, but I have a quilt that I need to get started on. I promised my grandson-in-law that I would do a commemorative quilt for my granddaughter because she lost her mom. And he sent me the pictures, and I've got the iron-on transfers. I gotta get busy and find the material, because I'm just not sure. I mean, I know her favorite is stitch, because I made her a stitched throw blanket. But his is Star Wars, so I don't know. It's just going to be a quilt size, a queen size throw quilt for their. Alright, we're done with that. There we go. Yeah, queen size throw quilt for their, either their bed or their couch, wherever they want to use it at. I was, her and her mom were pretty close, so she probably still is pretty devastated when it comes to her mom. And I don't blame her, because, that's the way it is when it's your mom. Okay, I'm trying to get some of that cleaned up. Okay, let's get some of this out of the way so I can get my stuff mixed up. And of course, I don't know why their lids do not, for some reason, it's hard to get them on correctly. Okay, there's that. Those are the ones I used. I can put the others away because I did not use those. Okay. Those can go in the garbage. Here's these two. That's all I'm going to do today, because I don't have, I'm pretty sure I don't have enough I'm hoping I got enough polyurethane to do both. We'll see. God bless it. Alright, I'll get it mixed up and we'll be back and pour. Okay, well, this is the second time I've had this SRC crystallize like that, and it's not really that old. So I hope I got enough to do both. If I don't, we'll figure it out. I may have to do it in a different color. This may go off really quickly because it's got pieces of something in it, which I have yet to figure out what the heck it is. I don't know what that is. Alright, well, that's what we got. I'm going to throw that cup away because I don't have any more, so. I don't know if it'll be enough for both. We're going to find out. And like I said, it may go off really quick because that stuff is crystallized like it is. So I may not have a lot of time. I better quit. I don't know if I'm going to get it to keep my hand on it just to see if it gets warm. Which I'm not feeling it get warm yet, which is weird. Because usually it doesn't take it very long to get warm. Yeah, it don't seem to be getting warm. Maybe a little bit. Alright, well, we're going to pour it and see what happens. Hopefully I don't ruin my molds here. I'm trying to pour it fast because I'm afraid it's going to go off if I don't. I don't know if I have enough, but we're going to see. Put Please, please, please let me have enough. Let me have enough. Let me have enough. Close. Really, really, really close. God bless it. It's really close, but it's not going to be enough. Well, we're just going to call it good. I mean, if I have to, I'll shove some sticks or some rocks or something in there. Let's see what I got that I can stick in there. That's not very much, really. I don't know where my glowstones are. Let's put some of these in there. Yeah, I don't want to waste too much stuff because it may not work at all. Find a couple of stones and stick them in there. Let me see what I got. Doggone it. Let me see what I got. I do have some glowstones. I just don't remember where they're at. There they are. I don't know if it's going to work or not, but it is starting to harden, so I may not be able to put them in there. Yeah, we may have to call it good. Yeah, we're going to have to call it good. Oh well. It was pretty close to being towards the top, so as long as it got the dragon and all of the moon that it needed to get, I'm good. I'm good. Okay. Here's what it is. Yeah. Still gotta get something to clean that off. Alcohol. I'm going to try a little patch tomorrow of my dragon that I did the wood burning on. I want to try a little patch of it. I want to see, boy, is it more warm. I want to see if I can use my chrome powders is what I really want to use. So I'm going to have to see what I can do. I mean, I know just brushing them, maybe if I take it up there and just lightly sand it, then it'll make it a little smoother. But I tried just brushing it on there and it doesn't work. And I really, really want to use those. Stupid little bugs. Always flying around down here. Usually I have to cover everything just to, because I seem to have those little bugs down here. So, that may be tomorrow night's live video. If I find something that'll work. Now, I do know that my Prism colored pencils works on the wood, but it's not what I want to use. I want to use my chrome powders and pour a layer of a layer of 1 hour epoxy over the top to coat it. So, I don't know. We're going to see. Hopefully these will getting really hot. Yeah. Really hot. That's okay. I mean, you know, I've used it before. It's gotten really hot before, so it's no big deal. Miss Jeannie attempted to she attempted to scrub my mats for me, and thank you so much, Miss Jeannie. But I know that she was having a hard time trying to get some of the stuff off. Yeah, it had been a while since they'd been scrubbed, so she was having a hard time trying to get the stuff off of them, and that's okay. I mean, I'm just using them to keep my good mat here from getting all dirty and messed up. I don't know. We're going to try the dragon. If I'm going to try a little bit beforehand and see if I can get it to work and work the way I want it to. And if it does, then we'll do it on the live. If it doesn't, well, we may do some more wood burning on the live. I don't know. I don't have a station set up yet for carving, and that is what I need to work on. So, I'm going to have to work on getting my deck furniture back out on my deck now that it's finished, all except for my canopy that has to be put up. So I really should try and get all the furniture back out there and set out and covered. And then, well, then I'll move a table into the garage, and I will take my laptop and my camera and a light up there. I probably don't need the light. It's pretty bright out there. My husband put all new LED lights in, because, you know, when he was retired, that's what he did. He piddled in his garage all day. So, I'm just going to set it up out there. Set the flex shaft up out there, and there's a fan out there, and I may wait till it cools off some first before I do it. Because right now, that garage is pretty hot. And if I leave the door open, and my neighbor kids are out there, they'll be coming over and getting in the video. They love to come over and talk to me. They love to. So, they'll be getting in the video. And I don't have a problem with that as long as their parents don't have a problem with it. But if I'm carving, I really would rather they didn't. Because I don't want to be responsible for anything landing in their eyes or anything like that. So I probably won't want them to come over and do that. Trying to clean up my mess here. I was hoping that would work. I was gonna do the part 2 today of the dragon. Get it colored and get a top coat poured on it, but nope. And I'm thinking I probably should take it upstairs and do a light sand on it. Not a real deep sand, just a light sand over the top of it. I don't know. I'm going to try and see what happens, really. I was just trying to get this video done so I could load it, and then, you know, there was some couple more people while I'm sitting here. There's a couple more people I want to add to my shout out list. And I need to find them. Let's add, I'm going to add these to my shout out list so when I do my shout out, let's see. I have Grumpy on here. I have Dad. There's somebody else I wanted to add. It was new. There it is. Okay. There's so many people, so many new people that I've met. That I'm trying to give some shout outs to, because they, you know, the woodworking community has, you know, kind of, we've kind of joined them. Us girls have kind of, a lot of my subscribers, we've all joined into the woodworking community. We've started wood burning. I know June done some carving, her first carving. I did a carving, which I didn't do a video on, and I want to do some more, but like I said, I want to set up a shop outside first. Wow, those are really, really hot, and it's probably because that stuff was so crystallized. I'm going to let them set a little while longer and cool down. So I'll be back when they're ready to unmold. Alright, I let them, that one's still pretty warm, but I let them sit there for quite a while. So let's see what we got here. That's cute. I like that. That's really cute. I like the little dragon on the moon. I missed one of his little... I gotta do something about his eyes. He's very cute. I like it. I like the holographic. Very cute. I love that. Let me get you down so you can see. And this one's still really, I mean, really, really warm. But it should be ready to come out. I need to get me some more polyurethane. I have some up there, but I think I ordered white and they sent me black. And that's not what I wanted. Okay. There is an air bubble. I don't know that I could have avoided that one at all. He pretty scary looking. He pretty scary looking. See, there's the air bubble right there. I don't think I could have avoided it. I thought he was a pumpkin. Yeah, he don't look like a pumpkin to me. He's pretty scary looking. Cool. I'll set him out there for my Halloween displays. Cool. I like both of them. He's scary, but I still like him. He doesn't set very well. Set him back here. Alright, let me get my shout out list done, and then I'll get this video up tomorrow night. I'm not sure what tomorrow night's going to be. I'm going to do... How about if I just do his eyes in gold? Real quick. I need my gold, small gold one. Could do black, but I'm going to do gold. I have the Angel, Let's Resin's Angel mold, which I plan on doing. But I want to light it up. I want to put a light in it. So right earlier I poured me a silicone plug. And it's sitting there curing. I'm going to put the plug in the bottom of the Angel when I pour it. And then I'll have a hole for a light. Well, I was thinking about one of these little lights. So, we'll see. Alrighty. There he looks with his little gold eyes. He's pretty cute. He's pretty cute. Alright, let's get this shout out list done. Wanda's Blessed Creations, Stacy _ the Crafty Cat. Now, if you've never checked out Miss Stacy's channel, you should check it out. She does some pretty awesome tumblers. This one she done for me. For me and my best friend. Because when we used to go out clubbing, they called us Laverne and Shirley. And it says Partners in Crime, and then the back of it says, just remember, if we get caught, I'm deaf and you don't speak English. Love that cup. Love it. So check out Miss Stacy's tumblers. India Brady Art. Art by me, Andrew Walker. Coral Marine's Resin Art. I miss you, Coral. Butch's Resin Creations. June's House of Crafts, My Love of Crafts, Reptiles in Resin, Jaybird Resin Art. Congratulations, Miss Tara, on the 500 subscribers. Good job. At Julia's Crafty Chaos, at Artsy Doodles 1, Amy's Resin Corner, Epoxy Me That, Crafting with Carla, Billy Holman Creations, Patricia's Crafty Corner, Custom Created Handmade Crafts, Cynthia's Crafts and More, Blessed Epoxy by Amy, at Resin Artists, Martha's Craft Room, Dragons and Dresses Craftsorium, Creepy Crafts, Resin Me Up, Heart Creations by Renee, Lori, aka Midwest Meemaw, Ruby's Resin Studio, at Mamas-Madhouse-Creations. That's Gail Hankey. Laney's Crafting Creations. Bear and the Boss Lady. Now, if you've never checked out Bear's live where he's carving, you need to go check him out. Deland's Handmade Woodworking. Amy Jo. Check out Amy Jo. Check out Deland. They have lives where they're carving with each other. Dot's Whittling. I just checked out a couple of Professor Rusty's workshop videos today. Rhinestone Suzanne. Creation Dust 777. Yeah, you need to check out one of his lives too, because he does some amazing carvings. I mean, big carvings. Stressful Mom Paints. Grumpy's Laid Back Carving. Dad Carves. Perry the Carving Wizard. Runic's Workshop. Woodchucker Chainsaw Carver. That's Caleb. He does some amazing carving also. Ray and Sandy Woodworking. Happy Conundrum Carving. Mike is making stuff. Now, Mike is making stuff. Mike makes all kinds of stuff. You just have to check out his live. He's always making something. LJ Woodworks. Old Path Woodcraft. The Shoops Wood Shop. Check out the Shoops. They're doing some bowl turnings on the lathe, which I'm interested in trying to do myself. New Beginnings Woodworks. He does some pens. Yeah, check him out. Oli Makes. And Johnny's Lathe Crafts. That's on my shout out list. I will see you all tomorrow night for the live. I'm not real sure what we're doing, but we'll be there. Bye for now.